how it goes. Goes into that hook down there. The hook goes down below. So I don't know if I'm going to do this for the whole car, but here's the problem. So you have this coming in, and there's these wires sticking out. Brown, red, black, green, green. So the question is, if it was like me, where does all this junk go? Since the air conditioning is gone, I don't need all these wires he's got here. So we're just going to cut this somewhere. You can cut it anywhere for now. And I'm going to save this. But I can tell you that goes back over to where? Over there?
So this goes to here.
Here.
Which also, this is just a connection
No, don't go any further than that.
Okay. Because it actually stops here.
So getting rid of that group of wires, everything else I know where it goes. I just got to clean it up. Now I did put these things over here, this ambient switch, this resistor, this relay.
That's the brown.
That's the what?
The brown. Goes to the resistor.
So anyway, we got rid of the air conditioning part. The only thing I don't understand here, and we're going to have to wait till we fire the car up, is will the fan go on to high speed? And I can't explain any beyond that. So, but again, the real goal here is I don't want to leave any hot wires. So until this car starts up, I'm not even going to know if that wire's hot. It might be that the ambient switch makes this hot, the one we just cut. This is like beyond my brain power. How about you?
Same. My car's probably 10 times worse because it's a 92, but still, I'm in the same boat.
And then just to make this clear, if you get this mess that we got, this group of wires right here, there's some fusible links in here. See the way the red turns into green and
those two, yep. Yep.
And I don't see the other ones right off
These
the
are
bat.
fusible links.
So anyway, there's I think there's three fusible links right here. But anyway, all this connection right here goes right to the back of the alternator. So we got one from the battery. Just real quick, that's this one. And then this group of wires goes here. That's as far as I can explain it because it's just too complicated in this book. It just, I'm not even going to try to explain it. But what we really did is I isolated this area. Or we did. I'm not going to say I did because I needed this help. And that's the wire we just cut. Yeah, just been thinking about this some more. So the book is pretty blank on what an ambient switch is, but by suffering through this is what I think. Anybody that's getting rid of their AC, I'm gonna say it one more time. You got power running from the alternator. Again, this is just an AC diagram. So everything on here has something to do with the AC. Including the switches, the levers inside, and where the power comes from, and how, and all that. So anyway, to simplify this, the way we understand it, you're getting power to the alternator. It's running through this and this and this and this and this, but then it's coming back through to the ambient switch. That's the last switch. So if you turn on the AC, we think this ambient switch is going to say, okay, we need cold air because it's a switch that's inside the AC delete box in this case. It's going to say either yeah, turn the clutch on or turn the clutch off. So that's where we cut it. We cut the switch, we cut the lead coming out of the ambient switch even though it doesn't look this way. But we showed you how it really looks. So that's all we did. Once we cut the ambient switch, this could become hot if you tried to turn on the air conditioner. I think that's what's going to happen. So all we got to do is make sure that this never is able to touch the ground, but I don't want to delete it, because if I ever do want to add air conditioning, all I got to do is tie in right there, find a better, someone else that has this piece of wiring, because mine's been cut up so bad, and that's it. So that's how we think it works. But I think, again, just to say, I think everything else is going to work, except you're never going to get cold air. Yeah, since I'm on electrical, and I've been talking about speakers, again, this is for somebody else. In the back of the 75 service manual, again, this is if you have this car this year, in the back, I just saw it for the first time. I didn't know what color the wires went to the speaker because the connector had been cut off, but here it is. If you read it real close, it says, for instance, again, this is only, it might help somebody, but Z coming out of the speaker in the radio area, Z is ground black. So anyway, couldn't figure that out, but there it is. There's a lot of stuff in these manuals. But another curious thing, I'm just going to share this, only because I'm here. Some of the cars in 76 came with 2 front speakers. Let's see. Front, rear. But again, that's a different model. It's not an F, it's a B. I just thought that was curious. But the last thing is that in this year, was only 1 front and 1 rear speaker. So I think that's a lot of reason that people tore out these stereos and 8-tracks to get them more modern, so you can get 2 speakers going. So anyway, that's it. And by the way, got the rear seat reupholstered. That came with that leather piece that goes over the hump. Hey Justin, if that leather piece wasn't there, was there carpet that went all the way back?
Yeah. Well, not all it stops here. I don't know. I guess it does.
Okay, so that anyway, that came with the carpet. I bought this carpet from Amazon because it was free shipping, and it worked. Anyway, we got that in. Can't really go up to the house, so I'm just showing what we did today. Just working on the front seats. Again, once you do it once or twice, you get better at it. But it helps if you have 2 people, you can compress this.
Yeah, bring everything together quicker.
But the other problem is if you go too much, you want to stay on this ribbon, because once you get into here, it's just going to rip, right? Isn't that right?
That's how we knew we were wrong last time, because that's basically where I had to hog ring it before we got the new foam.
So this is new foam.
Yeah.
For the
Without the back piece, we had to take ours off.
for the front seats, but we couldn't get it. How did you make the back seats work? It just worked.
No. So I added some of this, and I may even add a little more here shortly, but basically I used that to fill in the corners and stuff that weren't quite as sharp as we wanted them to be.
So I remember the name of this stuff, but I forgot it again. It's can't remember. I'm getting too old. Anyway, it's cheap off Amazon. And then he's got to put these on. These are the shoulder harness.
Seatbelt.
They're gonna shoulder guides. They're gonna bolt into the bracket that we showed away about 10 videos ago, right there.
Ain't got holes in it yet.
And that's it. But yeah, I feel good. Thanks to Justin, because I asked him to help me. I was lost. Sometimes my mind gets plugged up with too much thought. But now we know, like I said, we know where everything goes. I just have to clean all this up. Clean it up, hook up the spark plug wires, change the choke, add fluids to everything. And I want to finish the seatbelt wiring. Oh, I got to put the power window switch in. Got that. So I'm getting really close to firing this sucker up. Oh, by the way, if you're watching this, hang on. So a guy I met on Facebook called Tracy Lee. I don't know if he wants to show his number. I guess he doesn't care. He used to sell carburetor parts. He gave me this choke, so I want to say thanks, Tracy. So I found this old choke. I showed him the last video or something. I don't know where I got it from. And here's the new one. The spring's tighter. Looks a little different. Maybe I should look for a plug for one of these. I guess it was a certain plug. Anyway, and he gave me some of these, I don't know what you call them, washers to hold the choke on that go on this edge. And he was kind enough to give me these front license plate, to hold the license plate cover, I guess. I don't know, I haven't got that far. But they go right through there. In fact, there was some holes here, and I plugged them up. I wasn't sure what they were, so I'm pretty sure that's where they go. So, Tracy, thanks for doing it. Nobody else has given me anything. You're a good guy. I appreciate it. Oh, and he also gave me this, I believe this is what, haven't got that far yet, and I realized I do have it on my car. But I believe it's the, for AC idle adjustment, at least I think I have one on my car. Maybe I don't. No, anyway, it's a I don't. Again, I don't think I need it, but I'm pretty sure it's an AC control unit, AC throttle positioning unit. I think what it does, you turn your air conditioning on, it pushes the throttle up a little bit higher, so you won't stall it idle. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. This one's broken, but as I said in my earlier video, see if you can just find what is the right part. Like, I'm not sure this is the right one if I was to use it, but now that I have one, that's a heck of a lot better than having nothing, and it'll lead you in the right direction. That's it. Yeah, I always add stuff, but I was thinking I'll bench test these and see if there's any difference in how long they take to heat up. Maybe this one will heat up faster or slower, because it seemed to me this took an awful long time to heat up. I'm just looking at it now to see if there's any difference. The only difference is this has got a ground. Oh, by the way, if you put electric choke on, don't use the rubber washer, because this style doesn't have a ground. The ground is through the carburetor, through the bolts, through the manifold, back to the battery. Through the manifold, through the block, back to the battery.